What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, first ballot Hall of Famer, 3-division world champion, former undisputed lightweight, former WBC junior welterweight, reigning WBO welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, Devin the Dream Haney. 33 wins, no loss, no draw. 15 wins by way of knockout. Once again, Devin Haney gets the last laugh. Once again, he gets the last laugh. Fighters continue to try to avoid Devin Haney, and it simply doesn't work. It backfires every single time. Now he's going to face Rolando Romero, two-time world champion, 2-division world champion, star boxer, and the reigning WBA welterweight world champion, who has 17 wins, 2 losses, no draw, 13 wins by way of knockout. Romero did everything in his power from the moment Devin Haney beat Brian Norman Jr. Romero did everything in his power to avoid a fight with Devin Haney because he thought that he was going to get another fight. He thought the grass was green on the other side. He thought he was going to get Manny Pacquiao, Conor Ben, right? So he was gloating and bragging and talking down Devin Haney, only to get to this point where Romero, as of today, was going to be ordered to go to a purse bid with his mandatory Gaiasov as Manny Pacquiao turned him down. And to avoid fighting Gaiasov, who he might have lost to for pennies, he decided that it was better because the World Boxing Association, better known as the WBA, they will allow you to do a unification bout rather than do your mandatory. Unifications trump mandatories. So they would allow that. So now he has to beg and plead for Devin Haney's services. See how that worked? And now another fighter who Devin Haney signed to fight in August, who Devin Haney has been chasing through 2 divisions, 135 and 140, karma has caught up with him again. 2-division world champion, former unified lightweight, former WBO junior welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, Teofimo Lopez, who is now 22 wins, 2 losses, no draw, 13 wins by way of knockout. Teofimo Lopez, after he beat Lomachenko, could have fought Devin Haney for official undisputed, and he told Champside, shout out to Champside, he told Champside they're going to freeze Devin Haney out because Devin Haney didn't sign with the right promoter. He goes on to fight George Kambosos and loses to George Kambosos. Then he gets the opportunity to rectify it again at 140. He goes to 140. He beats Josh Kelly. He's the WBO champion. Devin Haney, he beats Regis Prograis. He's the WBC champion. They can unify the belts. He opts not to do it again. Twice. More recently, this upcoming August, where they had a deal in place. Devin Haney signed his portion with His Excellency, Turki Al-Rashid. They're going to fight in August. Teo leaves Devin Haney at the altar. Leaves him at the altar because they always feel like the grass is greener on the other side. Only to go into a fight with Shakur Stevenson moving up from 135, who is now a first ballot Hall of Famer, 4-division champion, former unified super featherweight, Olympic silver medalist, and gets absolutely obliterated by Shakur Stevenson, who he thought he had the upper hand on because Shakur was moving up in weight. He was going to be the bigger, stronger guy. And Shakur Stevenson wins every round and obliterates him. Now his stock has plummeted. Nobody's a believer in Teofimo Lopez anymore. And now he's talking about he wants to fight Devin Haney. And now he's calling Devin Haney name. Now he's saying it's time to make the fight. Well, Devin Haney says Your time has passed. I'm no longer interested in negotiating with you. You left me at the altar. You thought the grass was greener on the other side, and it wasn't. It was greener, just not for you. Somebody else was watering the lawn, and his name was Shakur Stevenson. It was greener on the other side for Shakur. You thought you chose the lesser of the two evils and got obliterated. Now you need Devin Haney because, let's be frank here, Devin Haney beats Romero. He's the unified WBA, WBO champion. The fight the world wants to see is Devin Haney rematch Ryan Garcia. The other champion is Louis Crocker, and we know Matchroom CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn is not going anywhere near Teofimo Lopez. So what direction is he going to go in? He has no options. And now that he has no options, he wants Devin Haney to throw him a life raft. No, sir. Now the joke is on you. You could have did it at 135, you chose not to. You could have did it at 140, you chose not to. You didn't learn your lesson the first time when you had the opportunity to officially be undisputed. Instead of fictitiously telling people that you're undisputed, going on these platforms talking about you're really undisputed when you're not. The history books don't reflect you as being undisputed, brother. You could have officially became undisputed by fighting and beating Devin Haney, and you chose not to and then lost to Kambosos, and then guess what Devin Haney did? Went to Australia twice and beat Kambosos twice to become undisputed. Now you need him. Terrible. And that's all I got for y'all. What direction does Teofimo Lopez go in? He needs Brian Norman. He needs to fight and beat Brian Norman. And he needs to fight and beat Louis Crocker. Then it makes sense for Devin Haney to fight him. Until then, what does Devin Haney get out of fighting and beating Teofimo Lopez, who has nothing to offer now? His stock is not the same. You're not a world champion. What does Devin Haney gain from fighting and beating Teofimo? We already seen you dominated by Shakur Stevenson every single round. We already seen you get dropped by George Kambosos and lose to him. What does Devin Haney get out of beating you? And you don't have a belt. Nothing. And that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. You overplayed your hand. Now you owe. You owe, Pookie. You owe. I'm gone. Peace.